shit. I thought I was one of them little stunt rides that be doing the wheelies. I'm not. I need to sit down somewhere. I thought I could be like them, try to learn how to do wheelies in 1 week. Didn't work. I'll be back though.
Yo, welcome back. Not gonna keep the intro too long this time. Appreciate you for joining me. When you get to the end of the video, make sure you leave a like. Roll the clips. Robbing phones from train to stick. Yo, he's serious? Let's hope that
I
case
swear,
on there.
thieves will innovate and improve in all things regarding thievery, but they won't just go get a job.
I am wondering if you are all pedophiles, because you don't seem to care that children are being sexually abused. So the only thing I could ascertain is that you guys probably enjoy child porn. I don't know, right? You're not looking. I mean, if somebody claimed that I was, I would say, I absolutely am not. I wouldn't let it stand as fact, but you guys love to let it stand as fact that that's what's going on, because you're not willing to stop it. So, I mean, if you're willing to perpetuate...
Just shows you, like, the level of power these monsters and tyrants have over human beings. These demons have God complexes, so they lack no empathy to any other human, and they feel they can just use other people however they see fit. People like this woman are incredibly brave, and it's so good to see people speaking up.
Someone had to say it, but I guarantee she'll get closed down and silenced after this. Probably got kicked out of the courtroom. I'd want to see the end of that video and see what else happens, but who knows? But we know she's not looked at good in society now, you know?
She wants to call the police saying parked car hit her.
Oh, I hope she didn't hit my car, but the way that she was trying to do wheelies, I don't know what she was doing, but she was swerving around, yeah? And now, hello? Yeah, hello? What are you doing? Yeah, you fell, right?
The car crashed to you. Into you.
You know, that's my car.
Yeah, that's insane. Come on, man.
Yeah? The parked car crashed onto you. Yeah, but the car is parked.
Yeah, the girl grabbed her knee. Then she grabbed her, then she's talking about her back, which is holding her side. Like, come on, man.
You hit my car. Insurance, but the car is parked. Ride a bike and you crash into the car. You damaged my car. The car is parked. Yeah, but you hit the car. Insurance.
Wow.
Are you crazy?
Wow.
You've lost your. I'm laughing because you're trying to do like an insurance scam on me. Like, what are you doing? I don't need to do any. I need to get your details so that you can sort out my car if you scratched it. And no, you don't need to know anything. I need. Call the police for what you hit. How are you hitting it? The car's parked. The car hurt you and the bike. The parked car with nobody in it hurt you.
The car hurt the bike.
How is that possible?
Now it's the other leg. Yo, honestly, people have no shame. How are you gonna literally just get off your bike and lie down and then pretend that the parked car hit you? Like, come on, man. I wonder how many times she's did this. I know this is not her first. This couldn't be her first rodeo.
Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all. Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand, as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty? Instead, they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all. Tiny little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there.
We all know that they've tried to pull the wool over our eyes more than twice. I mean, there are light bricks, there are very light, airy bricks, but the fact that she just carried it with one arm, she thought it was going to be heavy and she just lifted it. And then when the other woman was carrying the bucket, it was like lifted up. She had her arm at like a 90-degree perpendicular angle. There was no force dropping it at all, which makes it look like foam or something like that. But that's just, yeah, that's very suspicious still. That's a good call out on him still.
So yeah, we're fucked completely. Somebody on the YouTube subreddit posted that in the UK, you cannot use a VPN for watching YouTube videos, showing that the YouTube app and YouTube site detected a VPN and proxy. It's so over. I cannot believe what's actually happening right now. On every single corner of the internet, you're gonna have to use your ID to interact with social media. And they're saying that, oh yeah, we're just trying to protect the kids. No, the fuck you are not. You are trying to sell my data to the highest bidder. That's what's really going on here. For years, YouTube never gave a shit. It's so crazy because YouTube even has an app dedicated to kids. Now all of a sudden, with this whole EU shit and this censorship, now they want your ID. And I can't believe people aren't even talking about this. On every single part of the internet, they are asking for your ID. From gaming, from watching movies, from listening to music, to watching YouTube videos. Now you have to verify that you are an adult just so you can interact with social media in general. And the fact that you can't even use a VPN to get away from this shit, it is so over, chat. Y'all don't even know it. We are witnessing the beginning of the rest of our lives. Everything is gonna be censored and your data is gonna be sold to the highest bidder for money.
This has been like a slow push for many years now. We can see what's coming. I mean, look, the government introduced migrants to the country, right? These migrants run completely rampant, and then also the government pull out, oh, here's digital ID. We're gonna roll this out just so the migrants can't come over anymore. So they're gonna push digital ID on us by making us want it. Do you get it? Yeah, it's all part of the plan, man. We know.
Fucking hell.
Insane. Always imagine for a second he fell and broke his head, like snapped his neck on that phone box or something. Then what would have happened? Like, he should have got arrested there, but that's assault. That's assault. Like, you're actually wanting someone to drop off a ladder. Like, nah, come on. I bet he got nothing happened to him. He walked free from this situation, I guarantee. Illegal migrant on public transport in the UK next to a lone woman. Women and children are no longer safe. If they're not ARPing women and children, they're doing this. My point exactly. And so the choice is deal with the migrants or, you know, government ID or digital ID, shall I say. I mean, the choice is obvious, but that's the whole point, to make it an obvious choice. So we're being forced into this digital ID by being shown something worse. Come on, man. Monsters aren't just under your bed.
It's close enough, bud. That's close enough.
Would you run?
Buddy? It's close enough.
I'd feel like because the branches and the trees are so like thin, you could probably like zip through them quick and it will get stuck in its antlers, or maybe it would just power steam through all of it. I have no idea, but I don't know, man. What would you do in this position?
Enough. Get out of here. Go. Go.
Just thinking about it. I was watching him.
The more you learn about moose, the more you realize they are not very nice creatures. And just their size alone is intimidating because a big bull moose can weigh up to over 1,200 pounds, up to close to 1,500 pounds. And then it's not like they're these big, slow creatures. Like they can run almost 30 miles an hour, if not a little over that. And they're just not scared of humans. Like elk and deer, might get close to you, but as soon as they realize they're close to a human, they're pretty much always going to bolt away. Moose, as you see in this clip, it's just not that way. They're not scared of humans. They're not necessarily like tame animals, but they're just not scared, and I think that's a lot due to their just overall size. And as you can see in this clip, a moose, especially a big bull moose, will get close to you and not necessarily just run away.
The first time you really explore the dark web, that shit'll make you lose hope in humanity. The first time you really deeply explore the dark web, that shit will make you be like, what the fuck? And a lot of people don't even know what the dark web is. A lot of people don't know what the deep web is. The average person don't realize they only access the surface level, the 1% of the internet on a daily basis. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Google Chrome, that's like the 1% of the internet. Then you get to the deep web. That's where you can find people's bank account numbers. You can get people's email addresses, all their passwords and shit. Then you get to the fucking dark web. That's where you could buy all the illegal shit at. The drugs, the guns, human trafficking. And it goes deeper and darker than that. That's why it's called the dark web. You can literally hire hitmen. For hire. There is so many live webcams of the most fucked up shit humanity can possibly conceive of. There's motherfuckers getting raped and killed on camera. There's people getting kidnapped on camera. There's people literally babies on camera. Not to mention all the paranormal shit that be on the dark web. Like you can buy a Dybbuk box on the dark web. That's literally a box, supposedly with a demon sealed inside of it. Like y'all really think y'all done seen some shit? Go search the dark web. Go surf that bitch for just one day. Your whole perspective on life is gonna fucking change.
I ain't never heard of that, Dybbuk box got a demon inside it. That's crazy. I'm gonna do some research into that because that sounds hella interesting. But have you noticed that when the deep and dark web became like a public thing, it was around about the same time that crypto first came out, which made it a bit more inconspicuous because how else was anyone supposed to purchase anything on the dark or deep web? It kind of came hand in hand. It seems a bit, weird to me.
Pleasing everyone and starts seeing the truth, Carl Jung discovered something remarkable happens. They don't become selfish, they become dangerous. Not to others, but to every system that profits from their endless giving. Jung called this transformation individuation, and it's the most threatening thing an empath can achieve in a world built on their self-sacrifice. Picture the moment everything changes. You're sitting alone, maybe after another exhausting day of managing everyone else's emotions. You've said yes when you meant no. You've smiled through your pain to keep others comfortable. You've absorbed their stress until your nervous system feels like it's on fire. But something different happens this time. Instead of pushing through, you pause. You ask a question that changes everything. What if I stopped? That question is what Jung called the beginning of consciousness. And for the empath who dares to answer it honestly, there's no going back to ignorance. But here's what Jung discovered that no one talks about. The empath's gift of feeling everything isn't actually a gift at all. It's what I call survival sensitivity, a trauma response disguised as compassion. Jung observed this pattern repeatedly in his practice. He wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But empaths can't become who they truly are because they've never learned who they are without others' emotions. Let me tell you what really happens in that first moment of awakening. The empath doesn't gradually become more self-aware. They experience what Jung called the collision with the unconscious, a sudden, shocking recognition that their entire identity is built on a lie."
How many of y'all resonated with this? I did. Definitely. As soon as I heard this, I'm thinking, yo, that's me. Yo, that's me. Yo, that's me. So then I think to myself, for how many people who also agree with this, are we all the ones that are sitting in our house that used to be extroverts, but now intro extroverts? I feel like there's a whole lot of people who are lost they're trapped somewhere. They don't understand why they're here. But it's a really, really powerful feeling to know that there's something else out there and we're just all waiting for someone to explain. I feel like videos like this bring us a step closer to understanding our feelings and how we react to the world. So very interesting. I would look further into that video. The name's on there. I'll look into it if I was you.
Watch closely. This man follows a teenage girl straight to her front door in Liverpool. She's already gone inside. Keep watching and you'll realise how lucky she is.
He isn't, you know. And
Seconds later, he tries to step in after her. This video is going viral all over social media.
Wait, he told him to leave. Sorry, yo, if that was me, he wouldn't have left that front garden. I'm sorry. He wouldn't have left. I'm telling you now, you mad about leave.
Who is he and why is he even there? I can't even bear the thought to imagine if this girl was all alone. It could have been hours before anyone would have noticed. Luckily, her dad was right there to stop him. And luckily, CCTV got it all on camera. But not every teenager has that level of protection. Another girl may have not been so lucky. Let me know your thoughts and comments below.
We really got to protect our women, you know. Men, you have to stand up, you know. Serious. Because these women ain't going to fight these type of men. You have to understand that. The fact that these are our sisters, moms, daughters, nieces, aunties, grands, all of, like, yo, we need to start stepping up because this is not happening.
ظل واقف استمع إلى قرار المحكمة واقفة. اسمع القرارات. إي واقفة كن واقف. قاعد. أوقف. وقفوا. جالس. يلا لا تطويل. يلا جوزوا منا. جوزوا منا. لا تطويل. أجي وياك. قررت المحكمة الحكم على المدان صدام حسين المجيد بالإعدام شنقا حتى الموت لارتكاب الشعب كجريمة ضد الإنسانية وفق المادة 12 أولا ألف بدلالة المادة 12 أولا ثانيا ثالثا رابعا من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية رقم 10 لسنة 5 بدلالة المادة 24 من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية العليا رقم 10 لسنة 2005 قرارا.
I'm not going to say too much about that, but if you know, you know.
Okay, check this out. Kevin Spacey says to release the files, and in response to this post, Elon Musk says there was a bedroom in the back of that plane. This just happened.
Did you know?
Why is Elon in every pie? Like, he's everywhere, and he knows everything. I mean, the richest man in the world, yeah, but that entitles him to know, like, what does he know? Like, really? Because it seems like it's a whole lot of clues. Like, if he knew this all along, really, didn't he? It's only coming out now. Come on, man. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust none of them.
Tupac once claimed he saw Snoop Dogg in a Los Angeles alley, but it wasn't really Snoop. He described the figure as twisted, taller than a man should be, with glowing eyes and a grin that stretched unnaturally wide. Tupac said it whispered his own lyrics back to him, but in a voice that wasn't human, cold, hollow, and mocking. The shadows behind the figure moved on their own, crawling along the walls like living fingers. Tupac wrote that when he tried to step closer, the figure vanished and reappeared behind him instantly, always just out of reach. The streetlights flickered, casting impossible angles, and he swore the city itself had changed. Streets looping back on themselves, cars appearing where they shouldn't. He left the alley running, but later admitted in a journal that the vision had left a mark on him, as if some dark version of Snoop had been watching and learning, waiting for the right time to strike.
Well, that's chilling when you know what actually happened to him. I've never heard that story before, have you? If you have, let me know in the comments.
If you celebrate your birthday, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you go to church on Sunday, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you attend 2819 church, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you eat pork, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you believe in some secret rapture, oh, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you have fake eyelashes or you wear makeup, oh, you most definitely will accept the mark of the beast with flying colors. If you've ever watched Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, or Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you still don't know who Samyaza is, you're gonna accept the mark of the beast. If you believe the earth is a spinning globe, you will accept the mark of the beast. If you didn't know that the United Nations has a military base on the same mountain that Samyaza and the Watchers descended on, bro, you definitely gonna accept the mark of the beast.
The sound of his eating annoyed me so bad. I don't know why he had to chew freaking porridge while he's saying that. How many boxes is your tick though? Let me know.
Mongolian throat singing visualized through water.
I got a lyric which says cymatics got me bubbling. I understand this. They did it with sand as well. They'll get a metal plate and they'll put like a pile of sand on there, and then they'll clip this metal plate to like a frequency source, like a module, instead of crocodile clips or something. I don't know, but they'll clip it to something, yeah, and they'll play the frequency through the metal plate, and then the sand will make all sorts of geometric shapes, just like it's in the water. And so the basis is, when we speak, that's what frequencies are entering your ear. Sometimes it's negative frequencies, sometimes it's positive frequencies, but that's how we're speaking. So if you're listening to me and you're taking my words on right now as I'm speaking, you're listening to the frequency, you're taking to that. That's why some people's voices are annoying. Some people's voices are nice to listen to. Some people have radio voices. Some people are nice singers. You know, it's all frequency. Depending on how you react to it is how you will perceive it.
I keep seeing videos about how our timelines are all messed up, like how I didn't know that woolly mammoths were around at the same time that the pyramids were being built. But there's actually so many other weird overlaps that are blowing my mind. And before we dive in, if you love the spooky and dark, you'll love the podcast. Like how Dali died the same year that Daniel Radcliffe was born. And even weirder, Eminem and Picasso were alive at the same time for 2 years. Rosa Parks lived long enough to be able to see the first 2 Shrek movies in theaters. And let's not forget that in her lifetime, she actually sued the band Outkast. When the Declaration of Independence was being signed, no one knew that dinosaurs even existed. Like, dinosaurs had actually not been discovered yet. And let's not forget that Cleopatra was born closer to the invention of the iPhone than to the actual pyramids being built. This one sounds fake, but is totally real. The last person to collect a pension from the Civil War died the year that Obama took office. And finally, the oldest tree alive today was around at the time of woolly mammoths. And not only that, but when the last woolly mammoth died, this tree was already 1,000 years old.
Cleopatra being alive close to the time of the iPhone, that's a crazy thing to think, you know. It just shows you how old the world is and how quickly we've adjusted to things in a short space of time. So everything now seems like it was a long time ago, but really it wasn't. It was a few years ago, like a couple of decades, if that at most.
Kidnappers look for short people, short nails, long hair, baggy clothes, distracted on the phone, good looking.
This is serious, actually. Like, that's actually serious things that kidnappers would ideally look for. And I believe this is taken from accounts of police officers and people in the line of duty who have interviewed rapists and all these type of PDFs and all these type of people, yeah. And it's come to the conclusion that that's the scope of people that they care to, you know, do whatever they want to do to. On a lighter note, my mom made a joke talking about the fact people are hard to kidnap. He's trying to make it flat. Getting annoyed.
Well, this played up, it won't break.
Yes, it will.
You believe me?
No.
Just believe me. Watch. Okay?
This better not break.
Shit. It's practically for you to catch it.
Why would I catch it when you just said you'd throw it up and it wouldn't break?
Well, I thought you would know that a plate would break, Dad. The whole point was for you to catch it so I could say, haha, I was right. You're supposed to catch it. And why would you let your son throw up a plate that you knew that would break? Why would you?
I don't know, honestly. I don't. I'm an idiot, I guess.
And basically your fault.
Okay, it's not my...
Okay.
Yo, listen, that kid was definitely around when his parents were having the little arguments. He picked up a little bit, you know this, right?
What was it?
Sorry, I don't like the camera. You can have my body cam. I can exhibit that to you. I just don't like the camera, really.
Okay, well, I'm doing this because this is my own house and I am telling
Right,
you why
that's
I'm
fine.
doing it. So I just need to know why would she's basically viewed a post which is not an arrestable offence. Yeah. Okay.
It happened in May and you're fine. The only thing is,
Yeah.
we need to seize the phone at this current moment.
Yeah.
The phone needs to get seized from us, otherwise we will escalate this further.
But
with a voluntary interview.
So have you seized anyone else? Is she the only child you're picking on?
Voluntary interview, you'd be able to come
Have you spoken to anyone else? No, we'll come to the station now.
Do you mind letting her finish her sentence before?
Yeah.
It does have to get further escalation, unfortunately.
That's fine, we'll come to the station now.
The phone isn't seized right now, and we're not able to basically get the phone. We have to escalate this further, which means your daughter will get arrested.
For what?
And then-
Viewing a social media post? Is that
I need to go with that in order to...
No, absolutely not.
What can we do to prevent destruction of evidence?
I'm sorry.
Lisa,
That's fine. I would like you to leave now. I'd like you to leave. Okay, I have nothing more to say to you. A social media post. I've got nothing more to say. I'd like you to leave. You've harassed this child enough. I'd like you to leave.
Lisa, that's no worries.
This is what we're paying taxes for. To run up in your house and trying to arrest your daughter for looking at a post. Yo, it's getting ridiculous, you know. Like, it's really getting ridiculous. Like, we gotta wake up, man.
They call him Sir Softy. Soft on crime, soft on criminals. We're cracking down on grooming gangs, and he's uncomfortable, Mr. Speaker. He's uncomfortable addressing. We toughen the law on sex offenders so they spend longer in prison. He voted against it, Mr. Speaker. Increased rape convictions by over 60%. Meanwhile, he attended 21 sentencing council meetings to water down punishments. That's why they call him Sir Softy. Soft on crime, soft on criminals.
I've prosecuted thousands upon thousands of sex offenders. He's just shown he doesn't understand how the criminal justice system works. No wonder he can't fix it.
But I love it when he talks about his record as a lefty lawyer, Mr. Speaker, because I was looking at this, because when he was there, he's quoting things, I read that people were really disappointed that his organisation let down victims. That wasn't even my assessment. That was his shadow return.
And he's smiling, you know. You know, the crazy thing is, there's a lot of videos and clips that are coming out which are showing Rishi Sunak talking all of this type of stuff from before the voting even happened. And I never heard none of these stuff, you know. I've never heard him vote. I've never heard him talk like that. Everything that we was concerned about was the attack on our dogs. It was like, F Rishi because of the dogs, But then we didn't care to see the information about anything else that he was trying to show us, which is kind of crazy now because everyone wants him back in power now. But remember, Hegelian dialectic, even though the two opposing parties, they're still underneath the same banner. Just remember that. Hegelian dialectic, yeah?
This video should terrify you. She's part of an experiment, but she doesn't know it. You see, these people are in on it. So every single time they hear a beeping noise, they stand up. It only takes until about the third time before she folds and stands for no reason. Now here's where it gets really crazy. One by one, each one of the people leave the room. And now she's all by herself. And the same beeping noise goes off, and look, she stands. Now they bring somebody new in that was not a participant. Remember, she wasn't a participant. She stands up. At first he ignores her. He asks why. She says everybody was doing it, so she thought she was supposed to. He doesn't quite understand what's going on, but look what he does. He stands. More new people come in, and they all start to stand as well. And remember, all of this started from some fake ass rule that made no sense. And this experiment is exactly why you should think for yourself. This is how bullshit spreads. One person does it, and then everybody else follows without asking any questions. Then, it becomes the new normal. This is messed up because this is exactly how families pass down bad habits and how entire cultures can be built on lies. Critical thinking is so important because once you stop thinking, you're no longer living your life. You're just another sheep in the herd.
Yo, honestly, yeah, believe it or not, I wouldn't get up, you know. I would not. I would purposely be ignorant and sit there like, why are you even getting up? I'll question it. I'll try and find out what the source is. Like, honestly, I'm not that guy. I'm just gonna stand up with everybody else. I'll look at you like you're stupid. I don't follow that sheep herd mentality. You're mad. Are you crazy? But this is exactly what's going on in modern society. People would do something, for example, pop stars, movie stars, someone who's already in the limelight already. They'll do something and everybody will just follow. That's just how it works. Same thing with all these trends. Remember the trends with the camera on the ceiling? Come on, man. Like, it's just ridiculous stuff that continues. And because the more people do it, everyone thinks it's okay to do. Yo, think for yourself, man.
No new shit to do in the world. It's only like 5 or 6, 7 different foods. And they making all these other foods. There's nothing to do in the motherfucking world but distractions. Think about it. Every young nigga do the same shit. Every old nigga do the same shit. There's nothing to do in the motherfucking world, gang. They ain't give us too many assignments and shit to do in this world. Listen, there's nothing to do here. It's boring as fuck in this prison. Listen, it's boring, gang. What the fuck can you do here? Everybody do the same shit. Everybody run around doing the same shit because there's nothing to do in this prison. Listen, you ever been to jail before? Yeah. And in jail, everybody do the same shit, right? But what's the difference between jail and here? Everybody do the same shit here. Everybody do the same shit in jail. It's the same. Gang, we already in jail. You locked. Listen, the war in jail, and then you got the president setting the rules, telling you what to do, right? Even in certain neighborhoods, they got time when you can go to sleep, when you can get up. Neighborhoods I live in, you can't turn your can't mow your lawn before 7 o'clock in the morning. So they putting rules and stipulations on you everywhere you go, just like in jail. So how the fuck I'm not in jail? If you drive, you gotta go get a driver's license to drive. Just like when you in jail, you gotta get a hall pass to walk the halls. Stop playing with me, man. They police this bitch. They police jail, gang. I'm in motherfucking jail locked in this motherfucking body. What? The fuck you talking about, gang?
Well, answer this question. You ready?
I told you. Candace Owens is not playing. She has literally debunked every single thing that's been happening in the Charlie Kirk case. This woman is not playing. So they released some text messages out, right? And she is going and putting a timeline to it. Because when they issued it out, they didn't put a timeline on it. And she's calling out every single thing about it. I need you to follow me because the biggest thing is at the end of this video. And there's literally so much stuff to unpack. It's calling out the fact that they're saying that the person who did this, that is supposedly arrested, is wearing the same exact clothes 33 hours later after they put out that he changed his clothes. Then she went as far as said, let's play a game. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna put the video in here because I actually tried to play the game with her. She has a point. She has a point.
I want you to grab your cell phone and I want you to go to your text messages and search for certain terms, okay, that you just use when you speak to your friends. Terms that were just casually tossed into a conversation, the alleged conversation held between the 22-year-old alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson, and his 22-year-old boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, okay? The first term I want you to search is retrieve. Look it up. When is the last time that you used the word retrieve between you and a friend? Retrieve. I'm going to retrieve something. Okay, we're not done playing this game. Second term that I want you to look for in your phone is vehicle. Vehicle. I mean, what pops up for you? Is that something that you say? I'm just going to go outside to my vehicle. I left something in my vehicle. What's popping up for you? Oh, probably literally nothing. Maybe something related to the DMV. That's what came up for me. Things about the DMV. I think for Skylar, something came up for his car wash. Your vehicle is ready. Sounds pretty professional. I don't know what to tell you guys, though, because what they're telling us is that is just the way the 22-year-olds are speaking these days. Apparently, they just shoot the breeze with one another, and they say vehicle and retrieve. And if you don't believe me, then good. You shouldn't believe that. You shouldn't believe me when I say that. So welcome back to Candace.
So what she's saying is, because she's on point, you know, and if you watch her shows and what she's been pulling out, she's really onto something. And she's saying that basically nowadays, the odd 22-year-old, the 25-year-old or younger, they don't speak that proficiently. They don't speak about vehicle. They'll say my car, my whip, my ride, something like that. They don't say stuff like retrieve, I went and got, I grabbed, I handled, someone gave me. Who don't talk about these words? But the thing that triggers me is that if these people are so smart in order to create a fake narrative, I'm sure they're smart enough to type it in a way that a young person would type. I don't think that's an accident at all. These people are smart, you know. These people are really, really smart. Just because we find something that may seem, you know, an issue to us, to them, it's like we've just sunk straight into the plot, hook, line, and sinker. So always with a pinch of salt. I don't. People do things on purpose, right? They'll do accidental things on purpose just to get you off the scent. So this is something else that I think is still, it requires a lot more research into, you know?
Maybe this is the end. I somewhat think that Three Eye Atlas, like they know what it is, and they know it's actually headed for Earth, like it's about to just take us all out. I often wonder if they're just lying to us. I was so on the concept that this is actually true that I was like looking for Elon Musk. Was he actually active on the planet right now, or did he leave and we don't know about it? I wonder if they know it's actually just going to hit us, because all these weird things have been happening here the past few weeks with these UFO sightings, the metal man they're talking about, they just saw into, now the scientists that knew so much about it and said it's a comet and all this, now they're like, actually, we don't know what it is. This is the weirdest thing we've ever seen, because the reflection of the sun is not making a tail on it. I don't know. I wonder if this is it. This is it. It's just gonna, maybe they know. Like, there's a really good chance, like, pretty sure it's gonna, I don't know. I don't think they would tell us. I think they're just like, yeah, it's gonna go past the earth and the sun and we'll be fine. I'm wondering.
All right, I'm gonna go down a little rabbit hole here. Now, years ago, they told us that there's no such thing as aliens. Anything that you lot see is just fakes, UFOs, whatever, unidentified planes, whatever, right? And then over the years, you hear about this Project Bluebeam. And I heard about this back in 2000s, probably just before, just after. Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion impending, right? We knew this. There are hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions, that have heard this and know about it, right? Now, all of a sudden now, AI comes up, pops out to the public, everyone's able to recreate basically anything that they feel. Then the government comes out with, remember, the US government congressional came out with the report that UFOs are real, right? Hillary Clinton changed the name from UFOs to UAPs back in her constituency, right? So most people weren't searching UAP, they were searching UFO, but the new name for it was UAPs. So a lot of the stuff that people were looking for couldn't be found unless you knew what to search for, right? Now, the US government is literally fighting aliens. Independence Day, over there, I'm telling you, when you see these pictures of them firing a missile at some alien craft, right? And the missile bounces off and the craft carries on. This is Independence Day. I hope you like can understand this. They told us it's not real, then they tell us it's real. Around the same time they tell us it's real, there's supposed to be some alien invasion happening, and at the same time there's some crazy thing that's drifting through the galaxy coming straight towards us. Come on, man. Like, you have to put these two together, or these 4, 5, 6 together and equal 100, because it's 100% a fact that something is coming, whether or not it's aliens or zombie attack or whatever. Doesn't matter what it is, something is coming, because they're preparing for it and letting us know each and every step of the way. And if you still want to sit there and say that none of this is real, yeah, just remember, the same government that you're claiming your benefits off and getting your wages off and looking towards for help and aid in your countries, right? These are the same people that are telling you that these things are real. So pay attention.
The thoughts that I'm talking about that are very destructive are pouring out of this planet
let me
every
interrupt
day.
you. Was it a great shock for you to discover this at 38?
Well, I think the word is gobsmacked. But again, you know, the best way of removing negativity is to laugh and be joyous. So I'm delighted that there's so much laughter in the audience tonight.
But no, it's a...
But just let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
That was a narrative. These talk show hosts know exactly what they're doing because they have handlers and they have a team which tell them exactly how to react with these people who they have on their shows. Remember that.
So that interview at the time, it changed everything for you, didn't it?
Well, it changed everything in the sense of I couldn't walk down any street in Britain without being laughed at by most of the people. Going in a pub, there was uproar. A comedian only had to say my name to get a laugh. I heard the ripples of laughter 16 years on when my name was mentioned. People just laughed, which gave me a real insight about how easy it is for the few to control the many. Because the many, you know, we laugh at sheep because sheep just follow the one in front. Ah, stupid sheep. We humans have out-sheep the sheep, because at least the sheep need a sheepdog to keep them in line. Humans keep each other in line. And they do it by ridiculing or condemning anyone who commits the crime, because that's what it's become, of being different.
You're still obviously bitter about people's rejection of your ideas.
No, absolutely not. What I am
Still trying it.
frustrated at watching Orwell's 1984 unfold in front of our eyes by the day, while people focus on who shot Phil Mitchell. That is frustrating, because my children and your children, thank you.
Yo, he ain't lying, you know. Man says we out-sheeped the sheep. Imagine that statement. And this guy, 16 years later, brought him back on the show and he's still trying to discredit him. It lets you know what powers they have over us, do you know? Well, that's all I got time for today. Reached the end of another video. Thank you for tuning in. Please leave a like if you enjoyed what you've seen. Subscribe, leave a comment. Take care of yourself. Be safe outside. And I'll see you soon, yeah? Laters.